center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner?
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And look at this, right away a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Room here to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Go, Rig, go. Ready?
Again, it's Pacheco. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Chiefs at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Hooker now off play action. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
19 tight, 19 tight. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So no gain on the play. be second down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Throwing. Hooker.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Open man, the tight end Luke Schoonmaker.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
Here we go, here we go.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll get to Pollard.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he gets it down to the 32.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, Warriors, 17.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Willis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Willis headed left off the option. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
79 Broncos, Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound. And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done. Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. It's a the first time that they looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Ready, set.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
On the ball, on the ball.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Dragon 60. Go.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Sixty-five, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Hey, Trash.
Now Hooker. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
2nd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it.
Throw left side to Higgins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
19 tight, 19
Now
tight.
it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
This pass complete to Higgins.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Jason Myers on for a field goal.
Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. 1st and 10, Willis.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis will look to throw it. Able to hit his target Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Hooker now on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Tap for 11, tap for 11. Dragon 60. Good.
Willis out of the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Pollard gets it off the option.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now Willis to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone, pushing his way through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Cowboy 80.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. space, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll run with Pollard. A pick up of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Willis on the sneak.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Now this time, Willis throwing it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
And his kick here is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Ready?
They complete it to Hill.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
16.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7. Running right, it's Pollard.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70.
Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Check, check. Ready.
Hooker on first down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
70 Ranger.
Throwing. Hooker. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice this interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Boye Mafe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
19-9.
Willis, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. Willis's throw pulled in by Lamb. And out of bounds right around the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
60 vices, 60 vices. Let's go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down.
First and goal, Dallas.
Here we go, check.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Newman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Okay, break.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Say, hey. Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
Here's Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. That is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at one here in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. It is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Stop below 18. Ready.
Throwing here is Hooker. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ready.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts